chapter number 4.
Real world is beyond the mind.
What does that imply? That this world that I called real is not real. Yeah, because he's saying real world is beyond the mind. Is this world of people, situations and things beyond the mind?
No.
So that means this world is not real. Yeah. Teaching right there in the name of the chapter. Yeah. So what is this world? It is the dream world. So those who have done Ashtavakra might be familiar with this story. You know the story. Janaka is sitting in court. He's suddenly lost in a dream, and then he wakes up from the dream. It was so real, and he asked the question, was that real or is this real? How many of us have had this experiential feeling? So we've all tasted this. It has always come up every now and then. It's not even something that has happened just once in our lifetimes. It comes up every now and then. Oh, is this real? Was that dream real? Yeah. So he wanted the answer, and many people could not give him the answer. And who came and gave him the answer? Ashtavakra. Ashtavakra Gita is the epitome of Advaita Vedanta. It's the highest. Yeah. So he says to Janaka, neither is real. Not this world of people, situations and things, and not even your dream. Neither are real. It is beyond the mind. Where is dream? Dream, where does it happen? In the mind. Yeah. So he says, Janaka, both are dreams. Both are unreal. This is the dream world. This is the dreamer. She's dreaming that she is enjoying on a swing hanging from the sky over the world. Okay, so this is the dreamer, this is the dream character. When you see a dream, you forget that you are the person sleeping on the bed, and you step into the dream, you become the dream character. Correct? Each one of us has recognized that. I become the dream character because I'm still seeing through my eyes. Whatever I see in the dream, I don't see myself hanging in the sky like that. I am hanging in the sky on that swing. I am seeing through those eyes. Very clear? Yeah. So basically, the dreamer and the dream character are the same. But this is inside the dream. This is outside the dream. Everything that I see in my dream appears very real to me. Very, very real to me. Yes, it seems as if it is happening right now. If there is a little fear sitting on that swing, I can actually feel the fear. Yes, so everything in that dream is very real. Correct? Yeah. So understanding this, we move into the chapter. On several occasions, the question has been raised as to whether the universe is subject to the law of causation, or does it exist and function outside the law? What is the law of causation? One cause leads to one effect. There is one linear line between A and B. A is the cause, B is the effect. Law of causation. Very clear? Most of us think like that, no? See, I did that day, that is why today this is happening to me. You seem to hold the view that it is uncaused. The questioner is asking Maharaj, you seem to hold the view that it is uncaused, that everything, however small, is uncaused, arising and disappearing for no known reason whatsoever. Yeah. Where did he come up with this? Because 2 chapters ago, Maharaj says everything happens without a cause and reason. So Maharaj answers, causation means succession in time of events in space. The space being physical or mental. Time, space, causation are mental categories arising and subsiding with the mind. This part is very clear. Yeah. Where is causation going to happen? In time and space. But right now I've recognized, oh, there is nothing like past, there is nothing like future, there is only the eternal now. If there is just the eternal now, how can I say the action done in the past, action A that was done in the past, led to the effect in the now, which is effect B? Can I say it now? No, my whole thing falls on its face the moment I recognize there is no past and then there is no future. There is just the eternal now. Very clear? Yeah. So, saying that that event led to this event is just another conditioning, another label that I have put on. And I have done this, whatever, because of my cultural conditioning, because of my upbringing, because of my society. If I did not have conditioning, how would I be? Does Mowgli in the jungle have any conditioning? Any societal conditioning, any upbringing conditioning, any cultural conditioning? He didn't even go to school. Yeah. Does he say, oh, the earth is the cause and the pot is the effect? No. So all this is labeling, all this is conditioning. Yeah? I am not seeing truth as it is. As we go through more chapters, Maharaj will expand more. So I don't want to give you those higher points at this stage, but we will do them. Yeah? But you start using your critical reasoning to understand this. Oh yeah, that is true. When I cannot prove the past, I cannot prove the future. Moment to moment, I only experience the now, now, now. How can I say this led to this? This is the cause of this. I do not really have proof. It is a deduction. You understand deduction, right? To deduce means I do not have the proof, but I assume certain things to prove something. I have made an assumption. Yeah. So when I make an assumption, I am not seeing things as they are. I am not seeing reality as it is. As you go deeper into Advaita, you finish your Advaita 1 videos, you'll get a little more foundation of the Advaita basics, and then I'll be able to explain this at deeper level. But for that, you have to have the experiential recognition of the background moment to moment to moment. Yeah, to understand this. So, time, space, causation are mental categories because causation happens in time itself. Arising and subsiding with the mind. Questioner says, as long as the mind operates, causation is a valid law. He's stuck at the level of the mind. At what level is Maharaj speaking from? The changeless background. Are you seeing it? Yes. So when that difference is there, obviously Maharaj is going to help pull him from the mind and take that step as the witness, as the awareness again and again. Like everything mental, the so-called law of causation contradicts itself. No thing in existence has a particular cause. The entire universe contributes to the essence of even the smallest thing. Nothing could be as it is without the universe being what it is. Yeah, and stop there. And now I will use my example of this dreamer and dreamed character. What does your mind say when I ask you this question? Is this dreamer the cause of this dream? What does the mind say? The mind says yes. Yes, because the mind draws a linear line between event A and event B. Yeah. Now look at it instead of looking at it as a part, look at it as a whole. Maharaj said in the last chapter, our problem is we look at things as parts. We do not look at the complete picture. Yeah. The complete picture is, you tell me from your direct experience of dreaming in the night, when you dream something, are you really responsible for the dream? Did you cause the dream? In your direct experience, you suddenly just are there in the middle of a dream and a tiger is running behind you. Can you take the full responsibility that I was the cause of that tiger? No, nobody wants a tiger to run behind them. Then you would never have such a dream. You would never have nightmares. If you were the cause, in every dream you would be a millionaire in a palace, enjoying life. Yeah, the same boring dream on repeat. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Now tell me, direct experience, doesn't it defy the logic of the mind that the mind says the dreamer is responsible for this dream? Correct? Yes. So now start looking at things in direct experience, putting aside what the mind says. Very clear? This is just the first step. Yeah. So now let's read that paragraph again. No thing in existence has a particular cause. The entire universe contributes to the existence of even the smallest thing. In this dream, there is the girl, there is the boat, there is the ocean, every small little thing in this. What is the cause? The entire collection of the dreamer's mind, not exactly just the desire. She might have had a desire during the day that let me go on a coastal beach or whatever, enjoy the sunset. That desire is just one little aspect. It is never a single A leading to B. It's the entire universe leading to that particular effect. Yeah? For example, we are all here, sitting here together, attempting to understand Maharaj's words. Can you say there was only one cause for you to be in this session, your decision to attend today? No, a zillion things contributed to it. Yeah, your beloved forgot it's Valentine's Day and did not make any special plans, and you decided might as well forget about him or her, and then nobody else is available, no friends are there to go out, there is no great movie released, a zillion causes came together, and you are not feeling so good, and you know that every Advaita session or every knowledge session makes you feel a little bit at peace. A zillion reasons, a zillion things in your own personal universe came together to lead to this particular effect of you logging into Zoom and attending this session. So your own entire personal universe played towards this particular thing to happen. Very clear? So the entire universe contributes to the existence of even the smallest thing. Nothing could be as it is without the universe being what it is. When the source and ground of everything is the only cause of everything, to speak of causality as a universal law is wrong. Yeah? Now you're seeing everything in its totality. Oh, all these zillion factors came together for this to happen. Yeah. So can I really say, oh, all the zillion factors are the causes, zillion causes and one effect? No, it doesn't stand true anymore. It doesn't make sense that way. It's okay to look at it from the level of the mind, but from the level of the changeless background, from the level of the consciousness, it is all a complete whole. The complete whole is only manifesting from one eternal now to the next eternal now. It's the same space of this room moving from one eternal now into the next eternal now, into the next eternal now, into the next eternal now. There is just one complete whole. The mind finds this very difficult to comprehend because it has a limitation. Thought has a limitation. It cannot comprehend. So it wants to fill in those gaps. That's all that the mind does. So can I ignore the filling of the gaps and look at things in its totality? Yeah? There is nothing like cause and effect. It doesn't stand when you look at it as a whole. And the whole here is the universe. Your own personal universe. Again, direct experience. You do not know if Ekta's universe exists or not. You have no proof of existence of anybody else. You have no proof of existence of another person's universe. You only know whatever comes into your direct experience. The universe is not bound by its content because its potentialities are infinite. Besides, it is a manifestation or expression of a principle fundamentally and totally free. Again, I'll use this example here. Is the dreamer free of whatever happens in the dream? Fundamentally and totally free? Yeah? Even if the dream character falls down, gets hurt, the knee is bruised, there is blood coming out of the knee, isn't the dreamer's mind completely free of that pain, the hurt, or whatever event happens? Yes? Now look at the sentence again. The universe is not bound by its content. This is the universe. The girl on the swing, everything that is happening. Yeah? All this is the content inside the universe. This universe is not bound by this content. Is this simple to understand with this example? Now bring it into this waking dream. How do you know this is real? This is critical reasoning. I figure it out. Do I have proof? Is this experience with Ekta on Zoom different from an experience with Ekta on Zoom in my dream? You'll have exactly same feelings, you'll have exactly same thoughts. Yeah? The same experience will be there. You look at any other personal experiences. I'm just giving out certain experiences here. So in this waking world, this that I call the real world, do I have proof that it is not a dream world? I don't have proof. Yeah? There is nothing in my direct experience that can tell me the difference between the dreaming in the night and this waking dream. That is why Ashtavakra said, Janaka, both are unreal. Yeah? So now if this waking dream is unreal and I, Ekta, am a character, a dream character in this waking dream, that means there is something beyond. There's something beyond this dream character's body and mind. Don't you sense that beyond? Yes? That is what is that sense of I am. You sense it. You recognize it, but there is no way for you to actually know it or see it. Is there any way for the dream character to meet the dreamer, to know the dreamer's mind? Do you understand this? There is no way. So, all I can recognize that there's something beyond. There's something beyond. Yes? That something beyond. That is the universe. And this body, mind, and this is the content of that universe. Yeah? The people here, things here, the houses, the cars, this whole life situation here is the content of that dream world. Yeah? So the universe or the changeless background or the consciousness or the awareness is not affected by the content of Ekta's world. The universe is not bound by its content because its potentialities are infinite. Besides, it's a manifestation or expression of a principle fundamentally and totally free. The consciousness or the awareness is fundamentally and totally free. It expresses itself through each one of us. Each one of us are the little peepholes of that consciousness. And consciousness is peeping out into this creation and enjoying this creation through this peephole called the body mind. Yes, one can see that ultimately to speak of one thing being the only cause of another thing is altogether wrong. Yet, in actual life, we invariably initiate action with a view to a result. And you also do an action with a view to a result. I do this so that this happens. Simple question which pertains to all of us. Maharaj says, yes, there is a lot of such activity going on because of ignorance. Yeah? You're doing it out of ignorance. You think that if I attend this session, no, with Ekta, then I will get this knowledge. You drew a straight line between A and B. Yeah? He's not saying that you won't get the knowledge. He's saying that cause and effect, thinking that causality is what will bring that result to me, that is ignorance. So many times you try so hard to get something, you attempt it once, twice, thrice, 100 times and you still don't get it. Where is your cause and effect gone now? Right? Do you see that? So this is out of ignorance that we think that doing this is going to lead to this. Yeah? There is no linear equation between cause and effect. Just labels, just labels. He'll give you the reason also in the next line. Would people know that nothing can happen unless the entire universe makes it happen? They would, but achieve much more with less expenditure of energy. Yeah, an entire universe is required for one thing to happen. For example, you're sitting in this session, a zillion things fell into place for this to happen. This had to happen. Nothing else but this was going to happen. There was no other option. Similarly, if there is something that you really wanted in life and you did not get, it is because those zillion things did not fall into place. The entire universe is required for one thing to happen. There is no single line between cause and effect. There's no single line between karma and karma phalam. Action and fruit of action. There is no straight line. So basically, highlight that. So Maharaj is telling you to always spend less energy. Spend less energy in what? Stop craving and not wanting. This craving and aversion takes a lot of energy. Have you recognized that? I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. It's not happening in your life right now. Stop feverishness. This feverishness makes you restless, makes you unhappy. This is the expenditure of energy that he's talking about. We all do it. Yeah? We put a lot of energy in trying to grab that which I want and trying to push away that which I don't want. The resisting, the pushing away, that is also a lot of expenditure of energy. It's pointless. It's totally pointless if you recognize, oh, the entire universe is required for something to happen. Can I just let go? Can I just go with the flow? And then if it comes to me, it comes to me. Bonus. If it doesn't come, it still doesn't matter. Just go with the flow. Do you see what I'm saying? If everything is an expression of the totality of causes, how can we talk of a purposeful action towards an achievement? Very important. If I don't study for my exam, I will fail. If I don't do my project work, I'll be kicked out of my office. To achieve stability in my work life, I have to keep working, keep doing. So look what Maharaj says. Very good question. This is something that we all have a question on. He says the very urge to achieve is also an expression of the total universe. Yeah, that thing came up in you. Oh, I have to complete this project. This also has come from that totality. The urge came up in you. I have to take this exam. I really need this certification. It will help in my career. It didn't occur to 25 other colleagues working in the same department. It occurred only to you. Yeah, and then you took that certification and then you got promoted in a year. That very urge came from the totality of the universe. Yeah? But this is where now people trip. Now they say, okay, now this thing I am not getting, now I want this only. My girlfriend does not love me, she loves somebody else. She has to love me. Now you're going overboard. Oh, this is also from the universe only going overboard. Yeah? The first desire. It is the first desire that you have to recognize. Yeah? Not repetitive feverishness. Otherwise, Maharaj would have not said about the expenditure of energy in the previous paragraph. Yeah? It is that first urge. He called it an urge. Yeah? Look at the use of the word. He didn't call it a desire. It's the first urge in that direction. It does not even happen in words. It's not a thought. It's an urge to do something, an urge to get something initiated. The craving and aversion is at the thought level. It's a continuous repetitive thought running in the mind. So this should also be a part of your critical reasoning. Can I recognize the difference between a thought that repeatedly says I want or I don't want? Yeah, the thought, the feverish thought, and an urge, a natural urge. For example, I have been speaking for 1.5 hours. Naturally, the urge comes, the throat is very dry, and I pick up water and I drink it. Can I say I had a desire? I had a craving for water? Did I? It's just an urge. Do you understand it now? So now start recognizing that this urge happens with project work, with office work, with decisions, family decisions, with everything in life. Yeah. First, a natural urge arises, then I formulate the story. I weave the story later following that urge. Yeah, sometimes I don't like the urge that has arisen in me only because of my past dislike. And then I weave the story of aversion to that urge. Yeah. Can I purely recognize the first urge? That urge that comes because of the totality of the universe. Very clear? The very urge to achieve is also an expression of the total universe. It merely shows that the energy potential has risen at a particular point. It is the illusion of time that makes you talk of causality. Yeah? Illusion of time. Time is not real. That makes me feel, oh, this happened because of this. I got this urge because previously I have wanted this, or I have seen this on TV, or I have seen my colleague discuss this. Do you see that? You put a story later. The urge happens naturally. Urge is, even if it is a mental feeling or thought, you will feel it in the body. It actually gives you a physical reaction. You can recognize the physical reaction of the urge. Yeah. So your homework is to recognize this urge and recognize, see, the urge arose and the mind immediately created a cause and an effect. It said that this happened, this sensation happened, this feeling happened, this happened because of that. Yeah. Like that, you start doing your nididhyasa. This is called critical reasoning. When the past and the future are seen in the timeless now as parts of a common pattern, the idea of cause-effect loses its validity and creative freedom takes its place. Yeah? The moment you will recognize, it was just an urge. It has got no story behind it. I have no proof that that was the reason for this urge to arise. It was just a story weaved by my mind. Later on, in retrospect, this makes complete sense. It is just a natural urge that arose in the now. in the now. Again and again, it is just the now. There is no past. So I cannot even try to draw this line of cause and effect. So now, there are many Advaitans who start, yes, there is no cause and effect. So in the past, I used to blame myself that, oh, that I did and then this happened and I did that and that happened. So they say, okay, no, there is no cause and effect. Whatever is happening is natural, is in the present. They start applying it to themselves, but they don't apply it to other people. No, he said this in the past and that is why today he is doing this. If you apply it here, it applies here also. Yes, please be mindful. You cannot say, oh, I am free of past and future, but the other person is caught up. No. Yeah. It applies to me as well as to the others. It doesn't matter if the other person cannot see it, but I need to stop blaming him or her, pointing fingers at him or her, pointing out, oh, see, you caused this. You caused this. Means now you have drawn a line between point A and point B. Yeah. So this brings a transformation in life. Not only in my life, but in all the people around me, because now I stop blaming, I stop pointing fingers at other people. Yeah. So cause and effect loses its validity and creative freedom takes its place. We'll talk more about creative freedom. This goes to the level of the changeless background, the consciousness, the witness. If I recognize, for example, suddenly that I'm dreaming, what happens? The dream stops. Yeah. Completely, you have it in your hands at that moment to just drop that dream completely. Creative freedom. Yeah. Similarly, when in this waking dream, this character recognizes, oh, it's only a dream. Yeah. Then a new dimension opens up, where I take that step back and I'm always the awareness, the consciousness, the witness of whatever happens. This is called creative freedom. Now, I am not trapped by the people, situations, and things in this dream world anymore. Of course, they go on according to the script. It's like a play. And the play has a script. I was given a particular role in this script. Yeah. Initially, I forgot myself and I became that role, that particular character. Now I have the creative freedom of taking the step back and remembering, oh, I am that changeless background. I am not this body-mind personality. This is called creative freedom. Some of us who have reached this have got a glimpse also that when there is a lot of drama happening, somehow you just manage to be the changeless background. You just manage to be the witness, the pure awareness, and you did not get consumed into the body mind, become the wife or the husband or the son or the daughter and get involved in that drama. Somehow you could maintain that distance and yet interact and whatever, deflate the whole situation. See that you keep taking that step beyond the body and mind. Again and again recognize, oh, I am not Ekta the wife, Ekta the teacher. Oh, I am not this body mind that is doing this activity. A new level of understanding will blossom here, where you start recognizing, oh, the body mind is like a computer program. It acts in that role automatically. I am free. This is called creative freedom. This can go on without me being completely consumed by it. I'm just like that changeless background on which the characters are playing. Yeah? This is creative freedom. So explore this. See, have you got at least a little glimpse of this even once? Yeah. Attempt to be there again and again and again. Questioner says, yes, I cannot see how anything can come to be without a cause. Yet I cannot see how anything can come to be without a cause. Maharaj says, when I say a thing is without a cause, I mean it can be without a particular cause. Yeah, please highlight that. Yeah, just exactly what we said. In our heads, we have A leads to B. We draw a linear equation between the two. We draw a line between the two, and then we hold on to that. And we don't only blame ourselves, we blame others also. See, because you said that day, that's why this has happened today. Yeah, we hold on to that. Maharaj is saying, no, there is no particular cause. Your own mother was not needed to give you birth. You could have been born from some other woman. But you could not have been born without the sun and the earth. Even these could not have caused your birth without the most important factor, your own desire to be born. It is desire that gives birth, that gives name and form. The desirable is imagined and wanted and manifests itself as something tangible or conceivable. Thus is created the world in which we live, our personal world. The real world is beyond the mind's ken. We see it through the net of our desires, divided into pleasure and pain, right and wrong, inner and outer. To see the universe as it is, you must step beyond the net. It is not hard to do so, for the net is full of holes. For you to have this dream, for this dreamer, so many things came together. Sometimes you go to a new place in a new city and you hear different kind of language you've never heard before. You hear that language again in your dream. You don't understand it. So all that contributed. Your own personal equation contributed. Your desire contributed. So many things of your own personal world. So my personal world is what contributed. My personal universe contributed to this particular dreamer experiencing this particular dream. Yeah. Just her desire is not the factor for this to happen. She might have had a desire to sit on a swing, but suddenly she's on the sea also and she's hanging from the sky. So many different things have come together. Not only is our dream world like that, our waking dream is also like that. Just the desire is not sufficient. A zillion things came together and you were born. Yes. So that is why he's emphasizing this. Why? Because the questioner did not understand again this linear equation between A to B. Yeah, he's still holding on to his old conditioning of a particular cause leads to a particular effect. Maharaj is saying a totality of the universe is required for the manifestation of one particular thing to happen. So thus is created the world in which we live, our personal world. And the real world is beyond the mind's ken. In this picture, which is the real world? This is beyond the mind's ken. Are you seeing this? This is not the real world. How do you know this is the real world? How do you know? Isn't that also an assumption? So he gives us a little hint that you can see it. You can go beyond the mind. And how? We see it through the net of our desires, divided into pleasure, pain, right, wrong, inner, outer. To see the universe as it is, you must step beyond the net. It is not hard to do so, for the net is full of holes. So this questioner is totally confused. What do you mean by holes and how to find them? Maharaj says, look at the net and its many contradictions. You do and undo at every step. You want peace, love, happiness, and work hard to create pain, hatred, and war. You want longevity and you overeat. You want friendship and you exploit your own friends. Are you seeing this? You do this? Each one of you? Yes, be honest. Recognize, yes, I do this. Yeah. You want love from your beloved on Valentine's Day and you exploit your own Valentine. Yes. So we do this all the time. Why am I doing this? When I want love, why am I creating war? When I want peace, why am I inviting hatred? Why am I doing the opposite? Simply ignorance. I am not seeing things clearly. Just simple ignorance. Yeah, I am not seeing things as they are. So he says, see your net as made of such contradictions and remove them. He's giving you work. You have to work on your vasanas. What are vasanas? Mental tendencies. Yeah, I really want love from my family members, and then I only go and create drama. What's the point? By creating drama, am I going to get love or am I going to get, give me space, mommy? Go away, mommy. I wanted love, no? What did I do? You see this? Yeah, so something else came in the way. My true desire was love, but my possessiveness came in the way. My wanting to be mummy came in the way. Mummy should be in control. That ego came in the way. And I forgot my true thing, my true desire from my family member was only love. And now the family member says, go away, give me space, leave my room, shut the door. Yeah? Do you see this? So now what do we have to do in these situations? We have to recognize my first urge, my intention to enter the child's room and say something or do something was pure love. Yeah? Somewhere the ego came up. Maybe the child said something. I forgot my pure intention of love. I gave more importance to I should be in control. I am the parent. How dare he say something to me? Blah, 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 whatever your story is. And you forgot your real intention, the first urge. That was the urge. Yeah. And I gave importance to my ego. I created a story. I believed my story and then I acted upon that story. And I destroyed my entire possibility, the potentiality of making this a loving situation. I'm just throwing out an example. Yeah? You apply it to your personal life and see how we go in with the right intention and we ruin it for ourselves. The moment I recognize, oh, this is what I'm doing. This ego came in the way. This I need to be in control came in the way. This attitude of mine came in the way. Whatever it is, I am better than you came in the way. Yeah? Something that needs to be removed, Maharaj says. Your very seeing them will make them go. Just by noticing, just by recognizing, oh, this is it. Okay, doesn't matter. Next time it'll be better. And then you let go. You don't beat yourself. You just see it, acknowledge it, accept it. And drop it. No beating yourself. But now, this questioner is like Arjuna. He doesn't stop. So he says, since my seeing the contradiction makes it go, is there no causal link between my seeing and its going? He's just not ready to give up on his cause and effect fundas. Maharaj says, causality, even as a concept, does not apply to chaos. Chaos is about a zillion things, zillion events. This was full chaotic situation. Yeah? So forget about it. Yeah? It's a concept. It's created by the mind. Now you start recognizing it. To what extent is desire a causal factor? Maharaj says, one of the many. Yeah, that's important. Please highlight, because you will say that, oh no, my desire did not cause it. Ekta said there is no cause and effect. Yeah, no. It is one of the many. Maharaj is not saying that there is no. Maharaj is saying the entire universe comes together to make it happen. So it is one of the many. For everything there are innumerable causal factors, but the source of all that is the infinite possibility, the supreme reality, which is in you and which throws its power and light and love on every experience. What is he talking about? That changeless background, the awareness, the witness. Yeah, that is the infinite possibility. That is the supreme reality. But this source is not a cause, and no cause is a source. That still is not a cause. Because of that, I say everything is uncaused. You may try to trace how a thing happens, but you cannot find out why a thing is as it is. A thing is as it is because the universe is as it is. The universe is as it is. This changeless background, the background on which all images appear, this world appears and plays, that is the only infinite possibility. Yet it is not the cause. Yeah? When you go to the witness, we go to the awareness, do you see it conspiring and say, okay, I'm going to make this happen. Okay, I'm going to make that happen. No, there is no big strategy going on. What strategy management, big plan going on? I'm going to make this happen. No. There's an absolute quiet peace in that witness. The universe is as it is.